Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Tuesday, March 3rd, 2015. Well, yesterday's announcements all pretty much in line. There weren't really any surprises one way or the other. And pretty much everything met expectations, I think with the exception of construction spending. Wasn't quite what they expected, so I think there was a tad bit of disappointment there, but otherwise everything was within, I would say, definitely within one standard deviation. Alright, for today, motor vehicle sales, and then Auntie Ellen is talking again at 8:15, so she's getting up early. I don't know where she's talking or anything like that. If you're interested, heaven knows why, check out this article. I'm sure it'll tell you where and what she's going to talk about. Okay, let's take a look across the ponds quickly. Here, Asia is mixed. Shanghai taking kind of a big hit, and Europe is up across the board. So, Apple's going to come out with an iCar. That should be pretty interesting. Emails, yeah. Emails can definitely come back to haunt you. Big money is moving to cash. Really? That's dumb. Then we still got turmoil with Greece. I don't know what this is about. Warren Buffett, yeah. He's got an investing tip for LeBron James. Isn't that wonderful? I get such a big kick out of this picture. It's like, why don't they just fall down on their knees and adore that phone? I don't know. I really don't know. Looks like 60 Minutes did it to lumber liquidators. And some other stuff out there you might be interested in. Let's take a look at the futures here. And looking pretty flat, I would say. Gold's still managing to hang on to and stay above 1200. Oil is still hanging around that $50 mark. Doesn't seem to want to get off of it. And check this out. The dollar's at 95.52, and the euro US dollars is at $1.1172. Wow. That's like a 2-cent fall in the last week. And that's quite a bit. Alright, yesterday the only thing I got into is SPX. When I came to look at things at 10 o'clock, I wasn't real excited about the other ones that we had on our list. So we had Google and Apple and Netflix and the Russell and NDX. And I took a pass on those at 10 o'clock. We'll see if that was a mistake as we go through the scan for today. And first up is Apple. Okay, so it kind of makes sense that I didn't get into Apple. Make me look like a genius. Started out nicely. We had a couple green up here on the intraday. But when I went to go and look at what spread I could get around a 30 delta, the 30 delta was at the next strike down. And I did not feel, which would have been like 128, I think, or something like that. And I did not feel comfortable with that. So I took a pass at that, and when I looked at the others, they weren't doing anything. So the only thing that looked promising was SPX. Okay, next up. So what's going on today? We could give this one more day, but it really doesn't look very good to me. So based on that, I'm taking a pass. Too much consolidation, downtrend. I think that the wind is definitely not to the back of Apple right now. So off they come. Okay, Amazon next up. What do we got here? So Amazon looks like it's starting another leg up, is the way that I interpret this. So I'm going to put them on an intraday entry here and see if something might happen today. Who knows? Who knows? It looked, let's see, the start yesterday had a nice start, and then it hung on for the rest of the day. So a big surge in the morning, and just hanging in there for the rest of the day. We'll see if anything comes up. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention yesterday that over the weekend there were 2 new builds of Thinkorswim. So normally they come out on a Saturday with a new build, and then, they throw it into production, and then they see, I think they kind of see what happens. I'm sure they do some testing before that, but there's nothing like production to test out software, and they came out with another release. So we went from 1870.14 to 1870.16, just in case you didn't notice that. And the easy way to find that out is if you have a separate chart window open, such as this, and it'll tell you up here what the actual build is. So it's 1870.16. Actually, I think any separate window, I think, will tell you what the build is. And I think somewhere in the beginning, or you could click on system or someplace around here, you can find that out too, but that's the easiest place to find it for me. Alright, Boeing. Whoa, nice surge here yesterday. Too much at the open. I don't like big moves like that. They make me nervous. So, we might still want to get into this if it keeps moving, but for right now, I just, not today. It's got too much to give up here. You know what I mean? Okay, and BIDU is still heading down. We're looking at an intraday entry here. So I'm going to put them on the list. Probably the only one with a bear call that I can see right now. Chipotle, doing some consolidation here. Might be working on reversing this trend here. So I think we're going to wait a little bit longer on that, though. Just got to prove it to me. Costco has earnings coming up. When are their earnings? Is it this week? Yeah. Come on. 3-5 before market. Okay. Today's the 3rd, 4th, 5th, Thursday? Okay. Here's the Dow. Boom. Nice move in the morning. Consolidation during the day, and then another pop in the afternoon, kind of the way SPX looked. Gold. Not what I expected yesterday. Was it? I thought for sure we'd get a little bit of a gap up on that thing. I think my roll is becoming less valuable. Google, I can roll to May or April also. Wow, yes, Google is back in the game, I would have to say. So, I had a very nice day yesterday. But when I looked at it at the open, it didn't look real promising. I don't know what happened yesterday afternoon, who said what, to whom, or what announcement was made, or what news event, or who, I don't know. Maybe it was the Iraqi army going after 2 crit or something like that. Maybe that came out about that time. I don't know. I'll tell you what kind of worries me about that, though. Just to throw this a little aside here, you got Iran. So don't you think that if Iran and Iraq are in this little battle together, that Iran made some sort of deal and they're going to get something out of it? Or maybe they'll just merge the 2 countries? I don't know. Iraq. Anyway, Google did make a nice move, so they're up again here. They're not ready yet. Of course, this may happen today, but they're not ready yet. So we might come and take a look at it if we get to some sort of move down here in the morning, if I have a chance to look at it. I don't always just sit here and stare at this thing all day, you know. LinkedIn, consolidating, nothing going on there. NASDAQ, probably missed something here. Nice little pullback midday. But yeah, could have gotten into this move, but I really like playing SPX better. If I have to flip a coin over which one I'm going to get into, it would be SPX. So NASDAQ, I'm going to go ahead and move this over. Oops, I didn't want to do that. And slide this over. And maybe something will happen today or tomorrow. Who knows? Netflix, also on our list yesterday. When I looked at them, their numbers were red in the morning, and that's why this first candle, and then it made a really nice move back up. So missed this intraday. We still have a setup on the daily, though. Now here's something unusual. MACD turned green, but stochastic did not. Huh. But we're on, I want to put an alert on here. It's not alertable, but I'm putting an alert on it. And I'm going to put it in my daily setup. I already kind of missed the intraday here, which is a shame. That was a nice move. Picture perfect. But we still can work on this time frame here. And maybe with something more 30 to 20 delta-ish rather than 30 to 40 delta-ish. Okay, price line. Whoa. Price line is just, this is like the most unbelievable. I know it's very highly priced, so, you know, a $10, $20, or $25 move isn't much, but look at this. Jeez. Anyway, we have an intraday setup here. We're definitely in an uptrend, don't you think? And price line's going down. Not going down, but putting them down for an intraday setup. And then, you know what, I'm going, because there probably will be a hook here, I'm going to throw an alert in here right around this 1255 mark here. Just to wake me up. I'm sure that's like 2 different trades here, that amount of movement. What do we got in the Analyze tab here? We can't determine anything from that. Okay. Russell. Okay. Big pop in the morning, pull back the rest of the day, and then late in the afternoon, another big pop to finish below its high for the day, but a nice finish nonetheless. I don't really have a setup here anywhere, so I think I'm just going to take, well, we'll probably get a hook here, but it didn't quite come down far enough for my taste. So I'm going to take a pass on the Russell for today. Alright, here's my trade. Short here is at 2100. And this is where the order executed. I took in $2 credit on this because I did a $10 spread. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I can't move this over. So it's 2090 is where it's at. Here, let's do the Analyze tab. Yeah. So we're at 2100 and 2090. So I did a $10 spread just to give me a little bit more credit, and when I put my order in at 50% for what is that order in for $1, then my 5-cent transaction cost becomes almost a moot point at that rate, at that return. So if I can pull $95 after expenses out of that, I'm happy. So here's the exit order up here, and I changed these charts so that we could see these. And the way to do that is to I just right click here and go over to Style and Settings and Price Access, and I check this little box here that says Fit Orders. So whenever the chart is displayed, it will compress the price range so that you can see the orders. And we'll see this as the day wears on. Assuming that there's no movement over here in price, that it'll work its way down as the week wears on, I guess you might say. Let's just hope that this one works out. I don't think I'm going to change that good till cancel order on these things. Alright, Tesla. Did I miss Tesla? I missed it. Okay, Tesla is not doing so hot, but we're not sure what's going on here. We know it's in a downtrend. We're looking for probably something up here. So let's throw a daily target up here. Just to say, yeah, we know you're in a downtrend, so come on up here and give us an entry on the daily. Come on up here and give us an entry on the intraday. And lastly, Visa. Wow, nice gap up. What the heck happened with them? I may decide to go back and take a look at that later, but I'm not getting in with a big gap like that. I'm not betting against it, and I'm not betting with it, so I'm not betting. I like to look for the slot machines that haven't paid out in a while, not the ones that just paid out. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Yeah, the slot machine analogy. Yeah, that's the word I was searching for. Okay, enough blabbering. I think that's it for today, yeah. Visa's the last one, so that's it. We have on daily setup Netflix, and then intraday Amazon, BIDU, and Priceline, and we threw a couple of alerts out there just to wake us up. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.